Hey, what's going on, guys? Ian from MaddenSchool.com, and today I wanted to go over a tip that just absolutely destroys both cover 2 and cover 3 for like 30 to 40 yards every time, and it's really easy to set up. So we're in the gun tight slots HB weak formation, which is a new formation in Madden 20. This play is called Flood, and we're calling it here out of the Oakland Raiders playbook. I believe it's also in the Tennessee Titans playbook as well, so it's those two playbooks you can use this in, or obviously you can put into a custom playbook. But to set it up, what we're doing is we first smart route our X or square receiver. So this is only going to work in like 1st and 10 situations, or 2nd and 12, but not if you have a 3rd and 2. That smart route is going to be way too short for this play to work. Then we block our tight end. We motion this B or circle receiver out to the right, and I'll go over why we do that in a little bit, and then we put him on a comeback route. So we're going here against a cover 2 Tampa 2 defense. And what we're going to look for here is our wire triangle receiver most times. We also put our RB running back on a wheel route. You can leave him on the route he's on, the little table route. I just find this the wheel route's a little bit more effective than the table route. So the first thing is you can always just hit this running back in the flat. He's wide open there, unless they have hard flats, or sometimes some curl flats can play it. But if they do come up and play it, then your wire triangle receiver is going to be wide open. So the first look is that running back. Usually we'll be able to hit him better, but now I'm going to go into our second look, which is this wire triangle receiver, and he's going to get wide open against cover 2. Now this doesn't matter if they do a Tampa 2, a cover 2 hard flats with the middle linebacker in a deep zone. Because we're attacking the sideline, that's a really tough spot to defend, especially with zone defense. There's not really a zone that can defend the route that wire triangle receiver runs. So we can hit him over and over again, but I want to show you also the running back here. You just hit him as he cuts up field, make a guy miss. You can see it's an easy 10 yards. So that was against the Tampa 2. Now I'm going to show it to you against a Tampa 2 hard flat, then I'll get into different cover 3 defenses as well. So again, Oakland Raiders playbook, gun tight slots HB weak, and the play is called Flood. This time we'll just find a cover 2 hard flat. So block the tight end. Motion this B or circle receiver over here to the right. And then we smart route the X or square receiver. The final step is optionally. You can put this running back on a wheel route. That is kind of up to you. The table route is fine as well. Like, it doesn't really matter. I think the wheel route just gets an extra, I'd say an extra 2 yards. It's not a ton more, but the difference between 3 and 5 yards can be big in this game, so you do want him to be able to maximize the amount of yards he gets. So you can see on the hard flat, he's just even more wide open. You do need a little bit of time, so if they're sending 6, 7, 8 guys at you, you'll want to check down to your running back pretty quickly. So I'm not going to spend too much time on the hard flat, because basically the exact same as the cloud flat cover 2, except for now we can't hit our running back in the flat just because that guy bites down so hard. But it makes our wire triangle receiver even more open. So now I'm going to get into the different cover 3 defenses as well. First we'll do a cover 3 sky. We block the tight end just to give us extra time. Motion this guy out to the right, and then put him on a comeback route. And then we put our running back on a wheel route. Now, if you're trying to get a little bit extra time in the pocket, maybe you just block the running back instead. The wheel route isn't all that important, but does provide a good little option for us. Then we can check it down to the wheel route, or we can hit that corner route who gets right in between those zones. Sometimes, depending on how good that corner is in the cover 3, you might have to lead pass down into the sideline. It just varies a little bit. So the great part about this wheel route and the comeback route on the right side is that if your opponent's in hard flats, you can probably hit that comeback route. If he's in soft squats or cloud flats, then the comeback route's not going to be open, but the running back's going to be open right away. So again, that's the cover 3. Pretty easy. I'll show it to you against cover 3 hard flats, but it's going to work basically the same, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. But what I am going to go over here is the second read against cover 3. So let's find cover 3 hard flat. And it's not going to matter. The second read is not going to matter whether it's a cover 3 hard flat or a cover 3 sky or any sort of cover 3. Basically, we put that extra square receiver still on his smart route. And this is why the smart route comes in handy. I'll show it to you here. So we hit that wire triangle receiver. But you're going to notice also the X receiver comes open because we put that B receiver over there in the comeback route and we motion him out. Obviously, you do have to motion him out first before you put that comeback route because if he's in the slot, he won't have access to that hot route. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I'll go ahead and block the running back here, give us a little bit of extra time. You're going to see that X or square receiver just gets right over. He runs in front of the safety, and the cornerback bites down on the right onto our B receiver. And this whole time, notice that you still have the wire triangle receiver. So your opponent might be running over there with his user to try to take that away. Then we're bombing it to the other side. Now keep in mind, this is a bit different than in previous Maddens. Usually when you bomb this, you could wait. You really have to throw it earlier. So right when he crosses the safety, you got to throw it. You can't wait, be a second or two late, because then the ball won't get there in time. You can see that one we were just slightly late. That's exactly what I was talking about. You really got to throw it at an exact timing. I'll show it to you here. I remember, notice the wide receiver is still going to be open. And the final thing I wanted to cover, I'm not necessarily even going to show it to you here, is that if your opponent's a man-to-man defense and he just happens to be a man, that comeback route will destroy man. So just keep that in mind because we don't really have any other routes here that's going to beat man-to-man coverage, except for maybe the wheel route if a linebacker's slow getting out there. But if you notice man-to-man coverage, throw it to the B receiver or circle on PlayStation 4. If you know it's going to be man-to-man coverage before they even call a play, don't call this play. We call this play against cover 2, cover 3, cover 2 match, cover 3 match, doesn't matter. Any cover 2, any cover 3, but not against man-to-man defense. So I hope you guys enjoyed this free Madden tip. We already have our first ebook out. Our defensive ebook out should be coming out within the next couple of days, so keep on the lookout for that. Until the next time, guys, take care.